Show we are here to inspire you about building your own business and helping you stay on track of your goals. It's a daily cup of motivation. A supportive group of women who wants to see you succeed in your business, and we'll support you every step of the way. Right in the morning. Just put your mind to it. Coffee with Nikkie. Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo. Wake up in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning. I'm yawning, brainstorming when my mind is forming. Time to tune to this morning show early in the morning. Listen to Coffee with Nikkie. Oh yes, she's busy. If you need help, tune on the channel right with me. Strong, independent women make it sound easy. Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo.
Good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing this amazing morning? Happy Monday. I hope everybody had an amazing weekend. My weekend was really good. We went to Harlem and we went to this bistro. I forgot the name. I think it's Boulevard Bistro or Bistro Boulevard, something like that. We went there. We also went to the Plug to go pick up some shea butter in the Bronx. And yeah, so we had a really good weekend. It was really nice to go and have brunch in the city. Also, we went to go see the tree at Rockefeller Center. Oh my gosh, that was absolutely insane. Going to see the tree on Saturday evening. You know, everybody is coming into the city to see the tree because it's dark outside, and so the streets were packed, and then the street was closed off too. So oh my gosh, it was packed. You couldn't even get into FAO Schwartz, and we wanted to go into FAO Schwartz just so, you know, for the holiday decorations and stuff like that. The windows were amazing. Who was it? Was it Saks? I think it was Saks. Christian Dior did the window. The what is the word? It's not demonstration. Christian Dior did the whole outside of I think it's Saks. But it was so beautiful. It was so gorgeous. Like every window, I was looking through the window from the car and I really wanted to be outside, but the street was packed. So yeah, that's what we did this weekend. And normally I lived in New York up to 16. So a lot of my life I lived in New York City, right? Never have I ever went to go see the Rockefeller tree. Never have I ever, right? Because city people don't do those type of touristy things, right? And so I just never went down there. I never wanted to go down there and see it, but we went to go see it this weekend, and it was beautiful. It was a beautiful tree, and it was nice to see, but it was just not nice to be in all of that chaos. So while I started talking before I even introduced myself. So, hey, everybody, I am Miss Nikkie. I am the host of Coffee with Nikkie, your daily cup of information and inspiration. I am also known as the Dean of Bubble Babes University, and that is our community. So if you would like to join our community, go on over to Bubble Babes, BABEZ, University.com. Click community, set you up an account, and you'll be able to access all of the information that we have for the Bubble Babes community. And if you would like to go even further, we have the Honor Society, and the Honor Society is our all access membership where you have access to previous classes, downloads, tools, and that's juicy mouth it. Tools and resources, downloads, all kinds of information. I just added a section in the Honor Society where you'll be able to get my Coffee with Nikkie notes. So the notes that I added in there are Black Friday energy and also customer acquisition. So when I'm on Coffee with Nikkie, usually I'm doing my researching. I am figuring out what I want to talk about for my subjects and things like that, and so I am typing up my notes, and so I added it to the Honor Society today. I have a lot of research that I've done. Well, not a lot of research that I've done, but I'm going to be telling you guys about some trends about the markets that you guys are in, and the projections and where it's going. So we're going to be discussing that today. So let me check and see who's in the building. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We have Miss Betty Rose. Miss Betty Rose is in the building, and she did an excellent job on her live with Miss Quell. So I want to congratulate Miss Betty Rose, because everybody, we are going to celebrate these wins. We are going to celebrate every single win that we have. So congratulations, Miss Betty Rose. Congratulations. Let me see who else we have in the building. We have Laura's in the building. We have Tammy. Tammy said, good morning, be encouraged and know you got this. Come on, Tammy. We have Laura in the building. Laura said, good morning, everyone. Jasmine Alyssa's in the building. She said, good morning. Happy Monday. Today will be a blessed day. We can tackle it one task at a time. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Yes, yes, and yes. Miss Deltra's in the building. She says, I am blessed. And caps. Oh, cousin is in the building. I thought you was going to be here today. The best moderator on what? Earth. The best moderator on earth is in the building. Good morning, good morning, good morning, cousin. If you have not yet got your journals yet, mine came in the mail this weekend. If you have not yet got your journal, your Soulful Odyssey, the book from Miss Latrice V. Johnson, because that's how you're going to have to find her on Amazon, Latrice V. Johnson. Go on over there and get your Soulful Odyssey. You'll be able to write your prayers, your thoughts, your visions, all of that in this book in one spot. And then you'll come back and be able to revisit this by the end of the year and see what changes you made and, what progress you made. So that is an amazing thing. So make sure you guys go on ahead and get that, because it's only $15. Go get you one and get one for your friend. Get two. One for you, one for your friend. All right. Good morning. Good morning, Tracy. Tracy's in the building. She said, good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Make it a great day. Yes, yes, and yes. Cousin said, hit the thumbs up, y'all. What y'all doing? Hit the thumbs up. Good morning, Yazzie Faye. Yazzie Faye's in the building. Good morning, Cinnabon. Good morning, Amir. We got to say hello to my nephew and my niece. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Congratulations, Betty Rose. I'm in the office. We'll have to get off in a minute. Got you. Got you. Best moderator on what? Yes. Looking forward to seeing where this show goes. I think it's going to go. I think you are going to do a great job, and I think it's going to go really far for you. I really do. So, you got it. Big Meech is in the building. Big Meech says, good morning, everyone. YouTube playing me again. Didn't get a notification. YouTube be playing me too. It just does that. I don't know why it's doing that. Let me see. Miss Lois is in the building. She said, good morning, ladies. I'm blessed and highly favored. Yes, yes, and yes. Latrice says, thank you. And for those that has already and for those who already purchased, she's saying thank you. So, yes, make sure that you guys go ahead and get yours. If you have not gotten it, again, go to Amazon.com, type in Latrice, Latrice, Latrice V as in Victor, V Johnson, and you'll see her book come right up. It's got a purple cover. It says Soulful Odyssey. Click that, get you one. They come super fast. You'll definitely have it before the holidays. So make sure you go on ahead and get you one of those. They're at school and daddy daycare, but I'll tell them. Yes, yes, and yes. Good morning, Chris Marie. Good morning. How are you doing this amazing morning? All right, y'all. So I said today I am going to look into trends, and I am going to be discussing trends today. We're going to do more case studies. Remember, we were talking about that, last year or early in the year, we said we want to do more case studies. We did Telfar, we did Fenty, and I think we did Dior too. I'm not sure, but we're going to go more in depth with the case studies. And I think I'm going to do it over a span of a couple of days. And that's how we're going to do it for this time, just so that you guys can have some more insight. I know we talk about a lot of things, we cover a lot of things, but I want to do some, some deep dives, some looks into other businesses so that you guys can have some kind of idea of what's going on. Did y'all know that Bye Bye Baby is coming back? Did y'all know that? It went down with the bankruptcy, but do y'all know that Bye Bye Baby is coming back? And I think they said Toys R Us is coming back too. So good morning, Martini. Good morning. How are you doing this amazing morning? And good morning, Yolanda. Yolanda said, good morning, babes. Good morning. Did y'all know that Bye Bye Baby is coming back? Do y'all remember who Bye Bye Baby is? You know, it's B-U-Y Baby. Do y'all remember that? They coming back. So, I found out that while I was looking for information, because I wanted to share with you guys some things, right? Did not know. Yes, they are clawing their way back. They're clawing their way back. They got new ownership, new ownership, and they also have a new strategy. So yeah, they're coming back and they're adapting. So I wanted to talk about, the areas that we are doing business in, right? And so I know most of us in here, we have candle makers in here, we have product makers in here, and we have bath and body makers in here, right? And so I wanted to go into, the areas of business to see where the trends are, focusing, if we're making money, if we're seeing a rise in sales, if we're seeing a decrease in sales, if we're seeing a rise in demands, or we're seeing a decrease in demand. I wanted to really get into that and see, so that I could kind of like give you guys an idea of what's going on in the market, right? Just to let you know that everybody does have a place in the market, even when you don't see sales for your own particular business. The market is, the marketplace is still doing business. So there's a piece of the pie for everybody in here. So we just got to make sure that we are being visible so that people can see that we are here, right? So let's get into some stuff. Let me see. Did not know that. I know Toys R Us is coming back. They kind of already are. Yep. I haven't seen the building for Toys R Us yet. I know that we had a huge one in Middletown, New York. We had a huge one, but that building is still empty. Right now they use it for Spirit Halloween. So it's still empty. I haven't seen it yet, but I love that store. Yep. Definitely waiting on Toys R Us. I'm telling you, Toys R Us made you feel like a kid, and it was really the truth. It really made you feel like a kid. Um, and even going in there, you just wanted to buy certain things. Even like I would go in there with my nephews and we would go and look at stuff. And I want to look at everything. I want to look at the games, the dolls, I want to see everything, just because it just makes you feel young again. It makes you feel like a kid. And just when everything was possible and your imagination was running crazy before you became an adult and you had to focus on real life. You know what I'm saying? It was so much fun, right? I'm a Toys R Us kid. Yes, definitely. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Okay, so y'all ready to get into this? I'm moving my hands a super lot. Let me I should sit like this or something. But I have my coffee, so I'm a little jittery. But put ones in the chat if you are ready for today's live. Ones in the chat. Ones in the chat. Good morning, Lakeisha Keisha. She said, good morning. I am blessed and ready for what's to come. Yes, yes, and yes. Toys R Us still owns the building. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Um, let's see. Yes, put ones in the chat if you are ready for today. Yeah, put ones in the chat. Yesterday we had an amazing accountability meeting. And it's not called the accountability meeting. It's called the GIST group, which is the Get Your Together group. And the reason why I said when I break it down is because I want y'all to know this is what we do. We do it twice a week for the Honor Society. We do it twice a week, twice a month. So we are setting the goals, and then we do the check-in. So it's, we want to make sure that you are being held accountable for the things that you say that you want to accomplish. If you need some help getting along, going along those lines. But yesterday at the accountability meeting, Jazz gave us a whole tutorial on how to make sure that our reviews are showing up on our Shopify stores, which was amazing because I didn't even know that you could do this particular thing. So with that being said, and I know I'm putting Jazz a little business out there, but Jazz is coming back with her design business on December 15th. So you guys get ready, get ready, get ready. So if you needed some design services, some help with that, she got some templates coming. You guys make sure that you are following Jasmine Alyssa. If you're not following her, click her picture right there. Click her picture, follow her YouTube page. She didn't say anything about coming back to YouTube, but I think she is. But click that and follow her. Follow her on all social media because Jasmine is about to hit y'all with the boom bit, and it is going to be amazing. It is going to be amazing. So you guys all say that you are ready. Let's see. So brick and mortar is on the decline. A lot of these companies are partnering with other businesses and taking their businesses online. Toys R Us has a smaller footprint, partnering with Macy's. Toys R Us should partner with Macy's. Why? Because when I was younger, and I'm not even sure if Santaland is still so big and Macy's, but when I used to go to, when I was little, we used to go to Santaland, and Santaland was amazing at Macy's, right? On 34th Street, amazing, right? And so it should, because that makes sense. It makes sense. Um, let's see. Good morning, April. April is in the building. Good morning, girl. That is the exact feeling I want for Big Splash. You want it to feel, you want to feel like a child all the time. You want to make it feel like, this is your fantasy world, and you don't have to grow up. Your imagination can always run wild, right? Just because you're an adult does not mean that you cannot stop imagining and having creativity and just letting your imagination run wild, right? It doesn't mean that. So yeah. And we got it together last night. We sure did. We sure did. I cannot wait to see what everybody is going to do. I'm excited. And I'm excited because I can see the potential. So I'm excited to see where everybody is going to go with their business, and what their goals are, because I could see where it's going. I could see people doing the things that they want to say, that they say they want to do. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see the growth. I'm excited to see, because we always say the joy is in the journey. I'm excited to see what what you're going through along the journey, because these things, the stumbling blocks, the small wins, all these things are going to make up for this journey. And so I am super excited just to see it. Just to see it. Let me see. I missed last night. Yes, you missed the good one, Yolanda. You missed the good one. Good morning. Getting ready to epoxy cup, so I'm here but won't be able to respond. Got you. Yolanda said, I can't wait. I need Jazz. Oh, yep. We need, I told her yesterday, I said, girl, you in high demand. People need you. You need to come on back. Come on back. Good morning, sis. Good morning, Chantel. How are you doing this amazing morning? Yes, y'all missed it. It was a tutorial. It was an impromptu tutorial. And she got it together and did it for us. She shared her screen and everything. So I'm excited to implement that into my platform, and I still got some other things that I got to do to it, but I'm implementing that today. As soon as we get off of here, my day today, I have some planning and plotting to do. I'm going to be doing that. I also got my tree to do, and I do have to go to the store. I have some DIYs. I got so much stuff that I'm trying to do within this 1 week. I got so much stuff to do. My son's birthday is on Friday, so the youngest one will be coming back home. And so we have to celebrate his birthday probably this weekend. We're going to do something, maybe go eat with my parents and, just have a good time. He hasn't been home for a little while, so we got that coming up. And let me see. Did you record it? No, we didn't record it. The reason why I'm not going to record the accountability group meetings anymore is because it's personal. And maybe I should record it for the people that's in the room so that they can come back and look at it. But I encourage you guys to take notes while we're in the meeting, because while you're writing it, it's being etched into your brain. And that way you can, start getting into the habit of creating the thing and creating the habit that you need in order for you to do the work, right? So we did not record it. Yeah, I may do, like I said, I was going to break up the last one into 2 parts, because we had our Black Friday gist group, and then I was going to break it up into, the gist group, but I didn't want to mess up the timeline. So we did it for December. So we did December's gist group. We are meeting back on the 5th. Nope, we're not meeting back on the 15th. We're meeting back up on the 17th. We're meeting back up on the 17th to make sure that we are in an alignment with our goals, that we're on track for our goals. If we need any help All of that information. We're just doing a check-in and see where everybody is at with their goals. Good morning, Miss Linda. Good morning, good morning, good morning. She says she is blessed and ready for her weekly miracles. Come on, weekly miracles. Come on, weekly miracles. So now, remember we said we're keeping the Black Friday energy. Vision board party, we're going to talk about that later. It's not going to be called the vision board party. We're changing the name. This is our accountability group on the December 17th. I'll be in Florida, but I'll try to log on. Got you, cousin. Got you. Black Friday energy. Remember, we said everybody keep that Black Friday energy so that you can maintain the momentum, so you can have you can finish up strong for December. Yes, everybody's with me. So if you missed those shows, they were last week, go on back to last week and see what you can do to maintain that Black Friday energy. And basically, ultimately, it's just like the energy that you put into it for Black Friday, and the awareness that you were making sure that everybody knew about your products, that you were putting out the emails, that you were showing up on social media, that you created the buzz for your product, all that stuff that you was doing for Black Friday. All I'm saying is double down on that and continue doing that for December, and do that for every other month of the year, right? Because if you seen that after you did all of the work and the work was working, and the work was working, and the work was working, if you seen that was working, why would you slack now? Right? Why would you slow down now? If you saw that was what was giving you the buzz, that was giving you the orders, that was giving you the awareness, and people were coming to you. If you seen that's how people were responding to you, why would you die down? Why would you slack? Why would you not even put that same kind of energy into the following months of your business? You're not going to always feel like it, but you got to get disciplined so that you can start doing those things. If you cannot get disciplined, get automated. If you cannot get disciplined, get automated, right? Because then you don't have to worry about speaking to people at a certain particular, as they come in or whatever. You don't have to do it that way. But as long as you are automating your emails, scheduling out your content, and checking in with people when people are responding to you, that you're engaging with them. If you see that, if you could do that, add that to your, not if you can do that, you should be able to do that. You should be doing it. We're not in this day and age where you can afford to not do it. You need to be doing it. You need to be doing it. Yes, and yes. Everybody put yes, and yes in the chat. Let me know if you're with me. Annie says, I'm sneaking into the room quietly. Hey, Annie, how are you doing? I'm listening to you because this man can't train and he's boring. Ooh. I need that on a shirt. What do you need on a shirt, Yazzie Faye? Black Friday energy all day? I think I asked Meech, Black Friday energy as a tee or a hoodie. We need it. Yes, and yes. If you see that it worked for Black Friday, don't slack now. If you see that the efforts that you put into worked, why would you stop? Don't stop. Keep it going. Keep it going. There is no rule that says, yes, people are shopping. There's a hype that people are shopping for Black Friday, but that does not mean that you cannot meet and exceed those sales that you have for Black Friday, right? And it doesn't mean deep discounts. It just means that making a broader reach, right? Get out there and start doing the things. Start expanding your brand by doing different things. Start expanding your brand by engaging in your emails, because a lot of you guys are collecting emails and not talking to your people. A lot of you guys are worried about people following you on social media, but you're putting out garbage. Like, you're putting out trash on your social media. Like, you're not putting out anything that's aesthetically pleasing, that's engaging, that's encouraging, that's that's educating them. You're not putting that kind of information out there. You wouldn't even look at your feed, right? So if you wouldn't even look at your feed, then it's time for you to reconsider and start saying, you know what? I need to be putting out some interesting stuff, because if I want people to engage with me, I gotta put out something interesting. So you can't worry about followers if you don't plan on putting out anything interesting. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about that and start saying, you know what? I'm going to widen my reach, but I'm going to put more effort into the quality. You know what I'm saying? The quality of content that I'm putting out, the quality of emails that I'm putting out, because the goal is not to send out the quantity. The goal is for you to put out information that people finds valuable. Yes? Y'all with me? Yes, yes, and yes. Let me know if y'all with me in the chat. Let me know if I'm resonating in your spirit in the chat. Let me know, let me know, let me know. Yep, I'm going to design it this week. Sounds like a plan. If you can't be disciplined, get automated. Okay. Yes. What happened to my gems? What happened to my gems? I know you at work, so you can't do it. Let me tell y'all something. I need all of my Nikkie's sayings. I need to put them all in a place. I need to put them all in a place. Yaz used to keep up with my things that I said, and she would always put it in the chat. Let me see. Yes, yes, and yes. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. So we ready? I'm working, but I'll keep track. So thank you so much, Yazzie Faye. If you can't, I understand. I wrote it down. I may lose it, but I did write it down. I did write them down. Nikki, send them to me, please. Okay. My Nikki sayings, my Nikki's gems, like Yaz would say, and Trees put the gems. All right, so we spoke about Black Friday energy last week. We also spoke about customer acquisition. We need to have new people coming in every single day. What are we doing to get new people in the door every single day? Right? What does that look like for us? We need to come up with a plan. We need to come up with a strategy. That's right, Annie. Let's get it. Let's go. I do say that all the time. We need to come up with a strategy as to how we're going to get new people in the door. What are we going to do? Right? It's not just one way. It's not just, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, one way is going to work. It's not going to just be one thing. It's going to be quite a few things, right? And so we have to make sure that we are continuously doing them so that we could, be cycling out the customers, not cycling out, but cycling through them so that, when the old customers are running out of their stuff, then they're purchasing, and then the new customers and the old customers and the new customers, like, just keep them coming, keep them going, and widen your span. Widen your span. Y'all come break me out of this meeting. Starting OnlyFans, girl. All right, so the plantation got me back. Okay. All right, so we got that, right? We got the customers. We need new customers every day. We need to keep the Black Friday energy, right? We need a plan. We need strategy. We need to do it. I showed you guys, especially if you were in the GIST group for November, you know how to strategize. You know how to create a content calendar utilizing AI, right? We have specific prompts for you to utilize AI so that you can get your social media planned out, and so you can get your social media calendar planned out, and also strategies for email marketing and things like that. We did that in our November GIST group. So if you want to be part of the GIST group, you do have to be a part of the Honor Society. But with that being said, y'all have that in your mind. So now let's talk about the trends in business. Let's talk about the trends in business. AI is a lifesaver. Also in the homecoming too, I did put the AI class there too, which has plenty of prompts. Okay, so trades in business. Again, the businesses that everybody in this room are doing are on the rise, right? The businesses that everybody in this room is doing is on the rise, right? So I did candles first. I did personalized items, I told you, and I did bath and body. Some of you guys are doing soaps, lotions, and lotions and potions. Some of y'all are doing that. Some of you guys are doing personalized items such as t-shirts, tumblers, cups, keychains, all kinds of stuff like that. And most of you guys are doing candles, room sprays, home fragrance, that kind of home decor, that kind of stuff, right? And those are the areas that we have here with Coffee with Nikki, right? So in candles, I have to come back to another session. Thanks, Michi, for considering it. Yes. Okay. So in candles, The market is on the rise for candles. It says the global candle market was valued at 12.88 billion. 12.88 billion in 2022. And this is me giving you stats. This is me giving you information. This is not me giving you my opinion. This is me giving you the stats on what's on the internet, right? So the global candle market size was valued at 12.88 billion in 2022. In 2022, and it's expected to grow, right? It's expected to grow. Its compound annual growth rate is 5.7 from 2023 to 2030. It is expected to rise, right? It's expected to rise. So there is space. If it's going to rise, there's space for you here in this market, right? This is not something where, sales are dwindling down. This is not an area where people are not purchasing. This is not an area where people are not interested, right? This is an area where people are very much so interested in purchasing these things. They're interested in purchasing these things for a couple of reasons, right? Couple of reasons, right? You have the aromatherapy aspect of it, right? The healing, the scent therapy. You have those things. These are products that are on the rise with spas and restaurants and hotels and things like that. There's space for everybody to have a spot here, right? So we can't see all of these candle makers and we get discouraged and say it's oversaturated. Yeah, it may be oversaturated, but people is a high demand for these things. So there's a lot of things. So you got your aromatherapy, you got the spas and the hotels and restaurants and places like that are using candles and luxury candles at that, which means the price point is pretty high, right? And so we have that going on. We got people who are looking to indulge more in self-care and take care of themselves and their spirit and awareness. We have people worried about that right now. So, well, not worried, but concerned about that. And so they are purchasing more candles. We also have people who want their homes to look nice. We have realtors that are staging homes that are using certain candles, that are giving gifts to their when they close on homes. They're giving these candles as gifts, right? And so if we know that this is what's going on and we know that people want to purchase it for these particular reasons, then we need to start utilizing this information that I'm giving you, right? These stats that I'm giving you, and reuse this. Don't use that one. And use the information that I'm giving you to create content. So if you know that people are using it for aromatherapy, then you should kind of be creating content talking about aromatherapy and scent therapy, right? You should be using that for content. If you know that they're using it for home decor, then you should be telling them how they could use it. How could they repurpose it? You should be letting them know that this will look perfect in your living room. This would be perfect in whatever area is going to be. This would be perfect in a luxury hotel. This would be perfect. You should be utilizing this in your content because this is how people are looking at it when they're consuming, right? So you know that people are looking at it for self-care, right? So how can your candle bring them peace? How can your candle bring them calm? How can your candle bring them nostalgia? How could your candle bring them those type of things? How could your home fragrance bring that? So it's in stats, right? So it says high consumption of candles as an aesthetically pleasing product is popular among female millennials. So now that you know this part of the information, you can be targeting female millennials unless you are looking to target men. But if you're targeting men, then you need to niche it down so you know exactly who you're targeting so that this can get into their hands. Do you want it? Like, where would men frequent? And if you know what I'm saying, like if you don't see it here, that doesn't mean that it doesn't exist, right? It doesn't mean that men are not purchasing it. It just means that they're showing more of the women. They're higher on the scale than the men are, right? So if the men are utilizing candles, where would a man use candles? Would it be in his man cave? Would it be at a cigar bar? Because maybe you can talk to people who own cigar bars and maybe you could partner with people in cigar bars. Maybe you can find some barbershops or some salons or some therapy places or whatever. Maybe you could partner with those people so that you can see how you can get your candles in the spot, right? And this is perfect information that you could use that is going to be helpful and beneficial to your business, right? So we see that the female millennials are purchasing a lot more than the males. And again, like I said, it doesn't mean that men are not buying candles. It just means that's not who they're talking about. They're focused on the women, right? So let's see. Candles are increasingly popular for home decor. And most of you guys, not most of you guys, but some of you guys have that the concrete vessels, and those concrete vessels, to me, I feel like they belong in a certain aesthetic. I feel like they belong in a certain kind of home, in a certain kind of bathroom. And this will definitely, and then the homes that I see them in are the people that are spending a lot of money to make their stuff look super simple, super clean, super, you know what I'm saying? Like those type of people are using these concrete vessels. But if you want to bring other people into it, then you bring them into it as well. But you show them where the possibilities of what this, what your place could look like with this candle in your space, right? And you want to show them that. So that I think is definitely a main thing. To enhance the overall ambiance. And it says rising popularity of scented candles in line with the wellness trend, right? We was talking about that last night. We were talking about self-care and awareness, and we were saying that the word self-care is being overused. Like and Jazz is the craziest and the funniest. She was like, do people really mean, it's good for their mind, body, and soul? Or she just saying it just don't make you ashy no more, right? But you want to make sure that you lean into it. Like it's gotta mean more than just self-care. It's gotta mean more than just wellness and awareness. Like it's gotta mean more than that, right? And so in order for it to mean more than that, you gotta give me something that shows me that it is more than just my wellness, right? I'm giving you something. I'm making something better for you. I'm making something easier for you. I'm making you feel better. How am I doing those things? I don't want you guys to be out here talking about, oh yeah, it's just great for your awareness, or it's great for your self-care or your wellness. Like people, it doesn't, it's like, okay, everybody says the same thing. How can I be different? What about me is going to make me different? What about my candle description is going to make it different? What about the way how I am bringing this product across to the market? What's going to make my product stand out? You can't say the same things that everybody else is saying and expect different results. You're going to get the same, you're not even going to get the same results as other people, because other people did the work to build that. But if you're not doing that, you're going to feel stuck and you're going to feel like things are not working. So how can you use that same, like, get the same feeling but use different language? What could you do? What are people expecting? What do people want to feel, right? So yeah, wellness is good, yeah, self-care is good, but what is the overall feeling that people want to have? Give them that, right? The overall feeling that people want to have, give them that. You don't have to say wellness, you don't have to say self-care. What could you give them, right? Are you giving them a peace of mind? Is your candle coming across to bring somebody a peace of mind? What does a peace of mind mean to them? Right? So you want to make sure that you are going a little bit more in detail, and you want to make sure that you're not sounding like everybody else. Yes, you may have a product that is similar to somebody else's, but you want to make sure that your language does not sound the same. Your language is going to distinguish who you are. It's going to talk about your unique selling point. That is you. You know what I'm saying? That is your brand. Why do you stand out? Why am I going to get yours if your language sounds the same as somebody else's? You'll look the same, you do the same. And why am I going to purchase from you over this person? I got to give you something else, right? And it doesn't mean a cheaper price point. It doesn't mean, you know what I'm saying, you got to do so much more, but the language has got to change, because I got to connect with the language. You speak my language, we can have a whole conversation, right? If I speak a different language, we can only go but so far in communication, because we don't speak the same language. But if you're speaking my language, we can have a whole conversation, right? And we can come up with things and do things and become friends and build relationships with speaking the same language, right? So you got to keep that in mind when you are talking to your customers. You want to make sure that you guys are speaking the same language. Yes, 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 and yes. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. My goal for 2025 is to be inspired. Girl, you can do that in 2024, but yes, yes, yes. Let's see. Um, those are my people, female millennials, the minimalist people. Come on, the minimalist people. Chantel says, right, it's boring. I'm working on elevating my language to evoke more emotion instead of industry buzzwords. Right. Right. Because remember, people buy on emotion. People are triggered by emotion. People, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to resonate with their energy. You have to resonate with their spirit. You can't just be saying everything that everybody's saying. Oh, well, I use this particular wax. Oh, I use this particular fragrance. Oh, I use this particular vessel. Oh, I use this particular thing. This is for self-awareness. This is for these type of things are not going to go over well with your customers because that's not where they are. You got to meet them where they are and you have to speak their language, right? You have to speak their language. I do tell my story at Marcus. Got it. We got to, you know, we got to do, Miss Lois. You know, we got to do. She said, yes, telling your story makes you vulnerable and customers relate to me. Definitely. She said customers relate to you. But yes, definitely, definitely, definitely. All right, so we got that point. With rising awareness about self-care and mental well-being, because we during the pandemic, I don't if they flag or whatever. During the pandemic, we were very keen on self-awareness, right? I mean, not self-awareness. We're very keen on our mental state, right? Because we were alone a lot of the times. We were alone with our thoughts. We were alone with things that bothered us. Some of us was in dark places. Some of us lost our jobs. Some of us, like, there was so much going on. And so it was so big for your mental status, right? So we want to make sure that if if your candle has something to do with somebody's mental state, you want to make sure it's going to improve it, or it's going to help them to relax so that they can think clearly, or they can see clearly, or they can whatever. You want to make sure that you're utilizing that as a selling point. You want to make sure that you're utilizing that as a selling point. You want to make sure that they know that, right? There's some of y'all who have candles in here that have a deep, dope meaning behind your brand, and nobody knows it because all you thought you needed to do was put your product out. And so all we see is a bunch of your product all over the place, and we don't see anything about you. We don't see anything about how it could help them. We don't how it could help your customers. We don't see anything about that. And so we need to do a better job at communicating these things to our community, right? And we've seen it as a big uptick in the Black community as well, right? Working on your mental state, not worrying, but going to seek therapy, speaking to somebody, opening up to somebody so that you can feel like you can let that weight off your shoulders, so that you can grow, so you can stop feeling stuck, so you can stop feeling like you are in a dark space and you can't get out of it, right? We needed those things, right? And so if that's what you can help somebody do, then you need to be saying that, right? And not so much as from a therapist perspective, but just about, maybe it's this, like I was talking about scent therapy. Maybe the scent therapy is going to be able to help lift spirits. Maybe you offer affirmations, and so maybe your affirmation is going to help somebody to just get out of that dark spot. So every time they start feeling down, or they start feeling depressed, or they start feeling like they're in that dark space, that they recite these affirmations, or they say this prayer, or they look at this scripture, or they do whatever, right? Whatever that thing is, you need to make sure that you are expressing that through your social media, that you expressing that through your emails. Yes, 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 and yes. Let me know. I have yet to dive into my brand story with my audience. See, and how long have you been selling candles, Martini? And not to mention, your products are amazing. They're beautiful. Thank you so much, Meech. Yes, everybody, please, and thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so we have the rising awareness of self-care and mental well-being. An increasing number of consumers are ordering online and spending more time at home. People are spending more time at home because we were forced to stay at home. So since we were forced to stay at home, we were forced to find ways to love and live in our space, right? Because before the pandemic, everybody was busy living their lives, doing their things in the streets, running the streets, out in the streets, right? People were doing that. But then when the pandemic hit, everybody was forced to stay in. They had to figure out ways to love their space, to be home in their space, right? And so you couldn't escape it. You had to be there. And so if those walls felt like they were closing in on you, imagine what somebody was feeling in their mind. You know what I mean? If you felt like the walls in your home was closing in on you. So we had to find ways to make our homes cozy. We had to find ways that we could feel like our home is our sanctuary, that our home is our safe space, that our home is where our home is home. You know what I'm saying? That we can be ourselves, where we could be free, where we could be, everything that we need to be here in home. I'm safe within these walls, right? And so this is what was going on, especially during the pandemic. So people are still doing that. People still want that, right? Maybe we need to get back to creating a business plan, then work the plan. You need to work your list. Work your to-do list. Yes, yes, and yes. Going on 4 years. 4 years and you have not yet delved into it. It is time. It is time to let the people know what Martini is doing. It is time to let people know why Martini started this. The streets dumped us, right? Y'all for the streets, we for the streets now. No, I'm just joking. But okay, so we got that, and we have the rising popularity of spas and aromatherapy. So there's a strong demand for candles there. According to the National Candle Association, 35% of all candle sales take place now or during the holiday season. So you want to make sure. Uh-huh. So you want to make sure that you are out there and you are visible so people can see that your brand is out there, and especially getting the message out there, because if you are in competition, which is not really competition, with you, but if you are in competition with other candle makers, you want to make sure that your messaging is something that sparks their interest, right? It's got to catch their attention, right? Because you are in a sea of candle makers. So I got to make sure that my messaging is on point. Also, the last thing I'm going to talk about is, we were talking about this previously, is about sustainability, right? If your candles are the reason why you created your candle company is because maybe you got headaches. If you created you use certain products because you don't want the soot, you don't want the mushrooming, you don't want it to stain people's ceilings, their walls, or the jars, or the fragrance oils that you use are natural, or you're using essential oils, or you're using clean fragrances that don't contribute to illnesses or headaches or produce cancer, those type of things. You need to focus on those things, and you need to let people know that, because if people don't know that you have a certain price point on your candles based on the things that you are using, then it is your responsibility to educate your customers and let them know, hey, I use wooden wicks because of this, I use clean fragrances because of this, I use this type of wick because of this, I use this type of wax because of this, right? People need to know these things, because those contribute to, because if it's important to you to have done that, it's important for somebody else to utilize it, right? So you want to make sure that you're coming across and giving those messages as well, because it will be important to somebody along the line, right? Especially if people love candles but they don't burn candles because it gives them headaches. Especially if people love candles but they can't burn them because it triggers their allergies. If you know that your products don't trigger those things, and you created the product because of, you may be having headaches because of the scents and things like that, or particular scents really triggered something, this is information and education that you can give to your customers, because maybe they didn't know that lavender makes them, trigger their sinuses, or, I'm just making stuff up, because don't use that, because I don't know if that's to be true. But maybe they don't know particular scents trigger emotions, or triggers a reaction, or triggers, maybe they don't know that. And so you know it because you've experienced it. It may be the reason why you even started your candle company, and you can share that with other people. All right, so y'all with me? Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, yes, and yes. Let me know if y'all with me. So next we're going to go into personalized items. Let me know if y'all with me. Put yes, yes, and yes in the chat. I'm moving along pretty quickly, but I stood too long in the candle section. I stood too long in this candle section, and I got to move and go shop somewhere else. So The next thing we're going to talk about is the personalized items. Personalized items, I know we have Tracy and we have Nikkie in here that do personalized items, right? And so, according to DHL, because they had done a whole article about personalized gifts and how to just maximize on sales and things like that, it says that the global personalized gift market is expected to reach 47.6 billion by 2030. So this is also on a rise. This is not something that is dwindling down, right? The global market for personalized gifts estimated at 30.3 billion in the year of 2022. 30.3 billion in the year 2022, right? And it's projected to reach approximately 47.6 billion, right? So it went from 30.3 billion is expected to rise to 47.6 billion by 2020, by 2030, right? It's expected to rise to 47.6 billion by 2030, right? That's over 5.8%. Over 5.8%, which means it's not dying down, which means people are still going to want personalized gifts. Which means people are still going to, again, remember we talk about this. People are always going to celebrate life. No matter what's going on, pandemic definitely showed you you're going to always celebrate life. If you're able to do it in person, if you're going to do it online, everybody is always going to celebrate life. And so there's always going to be a need to celebrate a birthday. There's always going to be a need to celebrate a holiday. There's always going to be a need to celebrate a milestone. There's always going to be a need to celebrate your life. And so since that is the thing, there is no, it's not dying down. So y'all need to lean into these personalized gifts. Why? Because people are wanting these things, and you need to lean into, especially, people are always going to get married. People are always going to have babies. People are always going to die. There's always going to be something going on that people are going to want to celebrate, memorialize, or, just be aware of, or maybe, something like that. So we know that. So y'all should be leaning into the personalized gifts and stop falling back. Right? Lean into the birthdays, lean into the baby showers, lean into the groom's gifts, lean into the birthday parties, lean into the favors and things like that. Lean into those things. Why? Because there's always going to be a need for people to celebrate life. So as y'all know, I already told you it's not going down. So according to DHL, personalization is hugely important in the gifting sector. In fact, 85% of consumers say it's biggest factor that determines the perfect gift. So people are looking for personalization to make sure that people know that they put some time and effort into somebody else's gift. I put your name on, even if I put your name on a shirt that already had a template, right? I put time and effort, and I paid a little extra so that I can make sure that your name is on the shirt, that I can make this thing extra special, that I can make sure that your coffee mug has your favorite character on it, or that your coffee mug has your favorite saying or whatever on it, right? So people want those things. So you want to make sure that you lean into that, because it's not dying down, right? I also have here, buyers want to be able to customize their gift purchases to make them extra special for the recipient, and they will be willing to pay more to do so. Right? So if you have an average shirt, you could do an upsell where you're going to put their name on it, specific colors, a certain type of design. You can do custom design. All of those things people are going to want to personalize, and they are happy when they can, because they don't have to search all over the place to find it, right? It could be an ornament. It could be a pen. It could be a notebook. It could be a journal. It could be whatever that thing is. People want to know that they can give the perfect gift with personalization. Y'all with me in the chat? Let me know. Let me know. Yes, yes, and yes. If y'all with me in the chat, let me know if y'all with me. I remember I said I'm speeding through. I'm speeding through because I know that I spent a lot of time in the candle section. I stay on Etsy when it's my son's and hubby's birthday for our anniversary. Let me put that up there, girl, because people are there. People are there and they're looking for those things, right? They're looking for those particular things. Yes, yes, and yes in the chat. We're going on to bath and body trends. How many of you guys do bath and body products? Put ones in the chat. If you do bath and body products, put ones in the chats. Chats. Put one in the chat. Put ones in the chat. She says, yes, I am. I'm under Michi's Craft Corner with the K. Craft with the K. Craft with the K. If y'all with me, say yes, yes, and yes. If you do bath and body products, put ones in the chat. Bath and body products, ones in the chat. Ones in the chat. And I hope that you guys are taking this information. Again, don't just consume the information. Consume it and use it. Don't just absorb it, because it's not going to do anything. It's not going to help you if it's stuck in your brain and you have that information. It's not going to help you. You got to utilize this information. So use the information to grow your business. To grow your business. All right. Put ones in the chat if you do bath and body products. Ones in the chat. All right. So the bath and body trends, another thing that is not dying down, right? The global luxury bath and body products market size value was 14.46 billion in 2021, and it's expected to expand by 7.9% from 2022 to 2030. So the increase, remember, we were talking about the self-care. People were home. People were trying to find ways that they could take care of themselves. A lot of the times when we were home from the pandemic, we couldn't go to the salon. We couldn't go to the spa. We couldn't get our eyebrows done. We couldn't get our nails done. We couldn't get a pedicure or manicure. We couldn't do all of these things. So we were at home figuring out how we can do this, right? So what can we do to take care of ourselves at home? And we had to find a way, and some of us are still doing those things, right? And so we found that it felt good to take a bath. It felt good to light a candle, get a glass of wine, and just unwind and sit down and in the tub and just just reflect or just think or escape or whatever it is that we needed to do in this bath, in this bubble bath. We love the bubble baths. We love, okay, so we had time to think about if we wanted to spend our time pampering our skin. We had time to focus on how we were going to give ourselves facials, how to treat our skin, how to take care of our skin. We were able to figure out all of those things during the pandemic, right? Do y'all agree? We were able to figure out all those things. And so people are still in the mode where they care about taking care of their skin. They want to maintain what if you cleared up your skin, you want to maintain clear skin. You have sexy soft skin, you want to maintain that you have sexy soft skin. You need to prepare yourself for your skin for your tan. You want to make sure, or your shave, you want to make sure that you have a great sugar scrub. You want to make sure that your skin is always amazing. You don't always have to go to a spa in order to get a sugar scrub or a massage or whatever, that you can take care of that at home. And let's say you want to do it quick, you're able to just grab your scrub off the shelf and you're able to pamper your skin, right? And so these things are the reason why this is not dwindling down. This is not dying down. Right. So increased self-care trends are on and rising demand for luxury products such as lotions, shower gels, and body wash is driving the market. It's driving the market. People want a lot. You can go to the store and purchase a bottle of body wash for $1, right? You can do that, but a lot of people now are being very conscious about the things that they're putting on their skin, because they know that it is going into their skin. So a lot of the times people are paying attention to the products that they're putting on their skin, and so they're going to smaller makers. They're going to other companies to get the organics, or to get the things where they know that the ingredients are cleaner, or that the ingredients are simpler, that they're using less preservatives, that they're using less harmful ingredients. They're going to those type of makers, and that is why it is on the rise, because they're going to those type of makers because they're conscious of the things that they're now putting on their skin, right? And how it breaks down in the environment. People are paying attention to those things. And so again, if this is something that you do, if you're doing simplistic skincare, if you're doing natural skincare, these are things that are going to help be your unique selling point, because this is what's mattering to people right now. The ingredients that are being used, how these ingredients are being sourced, what kind of what kind of containers you're putting your products in, all are going to contribute to that. So if you know that these are your selling points, right? These are your unique selling points. You want to make sure that you're letting people know, right? You want to make sure that you color your products with clays as opposed to coloring them with dyes, right? You want to let people know that you only use natural soaps and you don't use melt and pour soaps. Maybe you just create your own, you make soap from scratch. If that's important, then you want to make sure that that's one of your unique selling points and that you talk about those things, right? Because it's important to somebody. If it's important to you, it's going to be important to somebody else, right? Don't just listen, act on it. Yes. No action, no progress. No progress, no success. Oh, I love that. Yes. Yes, yes, and yes, because cancer is real, for real, for real. Yes, I'm not too greedy. I just need a little piece of that pie. 1 billion sounds nice, right? Right? It's there for everybody. Okay, so the women I have here in my notes, the women's segment is expected to maintain its lead over the forecast period in December 2020. No, I'm not gonna read that one. Okay, so this is basically saying that they seen that there was an uptick in the people who are on TikTok. Your products are getting out there. It's getting more recognition, as you can see with the rise of TikTok Shop, and everybody's on TikTok Shop. Like, you cannot go through TikTok without seeing somebody live doing a live sale on TikTok. You see a lot of people going viral from TikTok. They have been on social media. They have been on Instagram, YouTube for a long time, and they ain't blow up in those places. But you see them go to TikTok and they blew up, right? So they're saying that that's also helping contribute to the rise of people purchasing skincare products because people want to try these things. So if you're not on TikTok, I'm just saying get on TikTok. But yes. So one more thing. So then so I also have people are turning to more natural remedies, right? We've seen that also with the pandemic, right? Everybody was researching natural remedies. Everybody was talking about, how can I take care of my skin? What can I put on my skin? What can I put in my body? What, you know what I'm saying? What vitamins do I need? What, all of those things contribute to that. So now people are starting to look for natural home remedies. So if you have a natural home remedy, or if you have a product that can help certain things, you're not saying that it heals anything, right? Because we're not making medical claims on our product, but we're saying that the use of these particular products are known to help their skin do what, right? But we're not making a medical claim. So it could brighten the skin, it can help with glowing skin. You can't say that it treats anything, you can't say that it prevents anything, but you could say that it helps to calm, to soothe, to nurture, that type of thing. And you let people know. So they said home remedies such as baking soda, apple cider vinegar, lime juice, acai powder, I think that's how you say it, all of these things, vitamin C, all of these things are helping. People are starting to purchase these things because now they have more awareness around these things. And so if you using anything like that, you want to make sure you're telling people, and you want to let them know why. If you know that some people do apple cider vinegar rinses on their hair and it does something with the pH balance, if you know that you have hair products and you know that that's a DIY, and I clearly just told y'all that people are looking for home remedies, and whatever's in their kitchen cabinet that's going to help them to beautify them or to make them feel better, right? You can be showing them that's a DIY that you can share, right? That's a DIY that you can share. Aromatherapy is gaining popularity as a medical replacement to relieve symptoms such as pain, anxiety, and insomnia. So lavender, relaxation, um pain. I don't know exactly what scents go for pain. I do know that tea tree does something, I'm not exactly sure. But all of these things here, if you know that the aromatherapy plays a role in people's perception or things that people are looking for in order for healing or feeling better, then I would focus more on that thing too, right? Let me see. Okay, and then sustainability, right? We spoke about sustainability. So products that are help make the environment better, products that you utilize that's going to make your environment better, products that can save them time, products that are going to be little natural remedies that you get from out your kitchen cabinet or from your refrigerator. Those type of things are things that people are looking for. And so even though you're selling bath and body products, you can still give them DIYs. I know a lot of you guys may have a few you may feel a little apprehensive about telling people, let me show you how to do this DIY. Let me show you what an avocado mask, avocado mask, eggs in your hair, yogurt on your face, lemon on your face. Like, some people are apprehensive about telling people that, but you can say, this is a DIY that can help you to brighten your skin. This is a DIY that let's do a DIY together, right? This is how you can bring your community in with you, right? This is something, I'm not selling you a product, but I'm helping you create whatever it is that you need. I'm helping you to get better skin. I'm helping you to soothe the irritation in your skin. I'm helping you to soothe your dry skin. I'm helping you to stop scratching so much. I'm helping you to clear your skin up on your face. I'm helping you, like, those type of things, right? You can help them and even give them the DIYs, and giving them the DIYs is going to say, oh, well, you helping me, and this is not something that you sell. Doesn't really have anything to do with your product line, but thank you so much for helping me to figure out, oh, I could do salt baths for my son who has eczema. And you're just showing them a DIY that you could have gotten from Pinterest, right? And you share that with them, and then you can send them that in a newsletter. You can send them that in an email blast. You can send them that, or you can put that on your stories. You can put that on your social media, that this may help soothe blah 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 blah, right? These are things that you could use. Stop just talking solely about your products and start expanding a little bit more and giving some more education and giving a little bit more information, because this is what people are hungry for. And since we know that they're hungry for it, we know that the market for these particular items, and I'm not just talking about Bath and Body, I'm talking about all of the things that we were talking about today. We know that the market is expected to increase, the purchasing power is expected to increase. Then we need to go ahead and lean more into it so that we can bring the people into us. Because why? We need to have a unique selling point with our business. We need to stand apart from everybody else. Maybe the brand who is similar to mine is not giving suggestions like, oh, do a DIY. Maybe they're not showing you, let me show you how to save time. Maybe they're not showing you, let me give you some affirmations. Maybe those people are not doing those type of things. Let me show you that you could customize this particular item. Let me show you how you can take care of your shirt better. Oh, you getting fuzz balls on your hoodies? I know that's a problem that people have. I hate fuzz balls on my hoodies. Let me show you how to prevent fuzz balls on your hoodies. Let me show you, if you have fuzz balls on your hoodie, let me show you how to take care of that. Those type of things are going to help. People are going to find valuable. You want to give them information that people are going to find valuable. Y'all with me? Let me know if y'all with me so far. I know I was talking a lot, so let me know if y'all with me and y'all understand what I'm talking about. Let me know. Let me see. Mint for headaches or wintergreen to rub on joints. See? Information that you can be given to your people, right? Because somebody may have a headache because they had a long day at work. Somebody may have a headache because they had a long day of caregiving. Somebody may have a headache because their kids are driving them nuts. Somebody may have a headache because their mate is driving them nuts. Somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody may have a headache because they have not slept and they couldn't sleep because they had a deadline and da 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 da. Things that they could have. They could take a little tiny vial of peppermint oil and put it in their bag, or take some coconut oil, mix it with a few drops of peppermint oil, put it in a little container, take it with you, and massage it into your temples, or however that works. This is information that you could give your customers that everybody else is not doing. Right? This is stuff that you could do that is going to bring value to your brand that everybody else is not doing, which is also making you seem like an expert in the industry, especially if that thing works. especially if that thing works. And you're saying you're not a doctor, you're not making medical claims. This may or may not work. And if you are allergic to something, then don't use it, right? Don't say, oh, I'm allergic to peanuts, and I told you peanuts is gonna help you to clear up your acne, and you ate the peanuts knowing that you're allergic to the peanuts. Why would you do that, right? So you want to make sure that you're, letting them know, like, hey, if you're allergic to this, do not do this. If you have a problem with this, don't do this. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you properly dilute this. Make sure that you do this in an open area, whatever the thing is, right? You want to make sure that you let them know, right? I'm giving you an idea of what to do, and I'm giving you an idea of how to help you, but you're also going to have to make sure that you are taking proper precaution, right? So let me see if you guys are with me. Tea tree is antifungal. Yes, yes, and yes. Let's see. Lavender is the gold I use for pain, relaxation, and pain, relaxation of the mind and muscles. Okay, come on, Yazzie Faye. All right, so y'all with me. All right, so today I gave you a whole lot of information, and I said I was gonna close it with that, but I'm gonna do one more thing just to make sure, not to make sure. I am going to say, Yazzie Faye had opened it up with, she said, a vision board party. This year, we're not doing a vision board party because I am doing a campaign that vision boards are dead, right? But what we're going to do is a roadmap party. So we're not going to do vision boards because we don't want to put a bunch of random things or a bunch of things we may want on a board that we're going to look at the end of the year and see that we're not even close to any of those things because we don't want those things anymore. We're not in that space anymore. You know what I'm saying? We're going to make sure that that's not happening for the year. So I want to do a roadmap party. And that is going to be like, okay, this is the goal that I want to achieve. And these are the steps that I got to achieve them. Right. So it's going to be basically your roadmap to success. And when do you guys want to, where's my phone? When do you guys want to do the party? On a Sunday, or you want to do it on a weekday? So let me know in the chat, Sundays or weekday, Sunday or weekday, that you would like to do the roadmap party, Sunday or a weekday, Sunday or weekday. Let me see. And do y'all want to do it while we're still in the month of December, or do you want to do it in the beginning of January? So we got Sundays. We got 2 Sundays. Should we do Sundays? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. I'll put it here. And if you are a part of the Honor Society, I will have my notes from today in the Honor Society. So you will be able to look over them. You can make notes. If anything stood out to you, you'll be able to, have access to it. So weekday, no Wednesday, January 7th. Okay, so we got some Sundays. I got a no Wednesday. Let me know in the chat. Okay, so all right, so we got some Sundays. Y'all think in December, or y'all want to do the first week in January? December or first week in January? So our last, it would be the 24th. The 24th, because the following weekend is New Year's Eve. So it would be the 24th. Sunday, end of December. Sunday, end of December. Let me know. Oh, wait, the 24th is Christmas Eve. They told me that last night too. The 24th is Christmas Eve. The next Sunday is the 31st. So we may have an issue. I'm freezing, y'all. So we may have an issue with doing it those 2 days. I don't think I will, because I don't have small kids, so I don't have to worry about Christmas Eve like that. But let me know, some of you guys do. So every Sunday is the day before a holiday. So yeah, like Yazzie Faye said, January 7th. Are we good with January 7th? Are we good with January 7th? Yes in the chat. Yes in the chat. Oh, Christmas Eve works for you? Oh, okay. Are we good with January 7th? Let me know in the chat. Hello, Maya. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good morning, good morning. January 7th works for me. Let me know if January 7th works for y'all. And it's going to be a roadmap party, not a vision board party. It is going to be a roadmap party. We are going to have a great time. We are going to have snacks. I seen this little charcuterie board thing. Oh my gosh, it was so cute. I don't know where I was scrolling, but it was so cute. But we'll see. We'll see. Let me see. Last time we did stickers and stuff like that, and this time I'm going to do the same thing. I think I'm going to put a whole little snack tray together with the roadmap party kind of thing, and do a whole little gift set to send out. I don't celebrate Christmas, so yes, you celebrate Kwanzaa. Of course. Works for me, works for me, works for me. Can we start like 6? January 7th. So January 7th is good. So we got January 7th for the roadmap party. January 7th for the roadmap party. There'll be a list of supplies. You'll be getting emails and all kinds of information, a whole lot of information before we get there, because it's going to be some prep work that you got to do in order to make it happen, because you don't want to do everything at the day of the party, because it's going to take some time to think about. And so I want everybody to think about it. I'm probably going to have a questionnaire and everything so that you guys could get it all together. So with that being said, y'all, happy Monday. Did y'all have a good vibe today? Did y'all have a good time today? Did y'all get some information? Is there anything that resonated with you guys today? I always bombard you with a million questions, but let me know if today was good for you. Period. Was today good for y'all? We will be back tomorrow. Oh, I was supposed to ask y'all who should we do. So next tomorrow I will ask y'all what companies we should do to take a look into their look into their journeys and see what they did and how they became successful, and their hurdles and stuff like that. We'll definitely do that. Tomorrow I'll ask you guys who you think we should do, and we'll start looking into it. But yes, that's it. So if you are watching and you have gotten this far and you have not yet clicked the subscribe button, I'm gonna need y'all to go on ahead and click the subscribe button and turn on the notifications bell. Y'all hear people say it all the time. Turn on your notifications bell so you can be notified when we are going to put up when we go live. Well, not when we're going to put up another video, but when we go live. And we go live Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Coffee with Nikki, your daily cup of information and inspiration. If you want to join the community, you can go on over to Bubble Babes, BABEZ, university.com and join the community. Let me know. Why do I always say that? I think that needs to be on my Nikki's Gems. Let me know. Let me know in the chat, right? Let me know. And I'll tell y'all I got something in the works, but I'll let y'all know what's coming up. So with that being said, y'all, I appreciate you guys so much for rocking with me. I know that you guys are busy with your schedules. I know that you guys are at work. I know that you got other things to do. And I appreciate you sneaking off to listen for today and every day. I appreciate it. I know that this is an investment in your time that you're not going to ever get back. So I hope that something that I said today resonated with you. I hope that you took notes. And if you didn't take notes, I hope that you look at the replay and take notes. And whatever stuck out to you, use that, right? And so I hope it's something that you can use today, tomorrow, and forever. And with that being said, y'all, we went over 18 minutes, y'all. So I appreciate y'all staying the 18 minutes with me. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I will definitely be on your feed because that's what I do. And with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.